looking to upgrade your teamwork? Do you realize that you have really high standards? Stay tuned for this interesting conversation about building partners. Hi, Shannon Waller here, and welcome to Team Success. I want to share with you something that I've found myself saying in the past few months, and I wanted to get your take on it, to be honest. And that is that what I've been saying is at this point in my life and in my career, I only want to work with partners. I don't want to work with employees. I certainly don't want to work with staff. Did a whole podcast on that. I want to work with people who are just as capable and confident in their areas as I am in mine. So I'm kind of curious as to what your thoughts are. And I want to give you an idea about how to make that happen. So one of the things as I have gotten older, possibly more mature, remains to be seen, is that I've just gotten clear about who I want to play in the sandbox with. And I have to tell you, it's not someone who I have to manage. It's certainly not someone that I have to micromanage. I have no skills with regard to that. It's people, again, who are incredibly capable and confident in their areas of expertise. That, to me, is fun. You know, if I'm going to partner with two other people, think of Teamwork Triads, more coming on that soon, then I want someone who's brilliant at, if I'm the make it up person, I want someone who's fabulous at make it real, and I want someone who's brilliant at making things recur. You know, yes, there are Colby MOs that go along with that, but it's really, I want people confident and capable. Now, other people out there are great at developing brand new talent, fabulous. And it's not that I'm resentful of those people or don't like them. I just don't think I'm a very good person to train them. That's not really me. So what does it take to be a partner? Well, the differentiator from what I can tell is unique ability. And that requires some self-awareness, know thyself. It means having been in a bunch of different experiences and you know what you do well, you know what you don't do well. You can be honest with yourself and other people about that. You're able to talk about it and not feel any sense of shame or regret. There's things that I have tried to do and failed miserably, and I am quite happy to share what those things are. Taking accurate inventory is one of them. There's so many things for which I am not suited, and thankfully a few of which I am uniquely suited. But I want to play to those strengths, and I want other people to play to their strengths, and I want all of us doing that together. That, to me, is the ultimate dream team. When we all get to do what we're best at and we most love to do, which is, by the way, part of the definition of unique ability, and we're up to big things, we're capable, and we're confident. Doesn't that sound like fun? I just think that's incredible. So when you're listening to this, I want you to ask yourself, is this you? Are you capable and confident in your own areas, of expertise? And do you know what you should not be doing? Do you know why you were not put on the earth? Okay, so be clear on why you were, and then also be clear on why you were not. I think that's relevant, useful information. And you don't have to be all things to all people all the time. That is ridiculous. We were not created that way, as far as I'm concerned. And then do you have other people with whom you work where that is an incredibly valuable contribution? So I work with 10X entrepreneurs, and I work with 10X team leaders. That is my phenomenally much appreciated audience with whom I love to play in the sandbox. And of course, I work with our wonderful strategic coach team as well. Where I have the most fun and we produce by far the best results is when everyone is coming from this partner mindset. In fact, that is one of my 12 entrepreneurial attitudes in the Team Success Handbook. It is be a partner. What's interesting, though, is that I see this with entrepreneurs. I see this with team members. I see this with team leaders, is people get shy and humble about those things like, oh, well, doesn't everyone do this? And we're like, no, they do not. In fact, appreciate how you are unique. Trying to make yourself the same, really bad idea. Also impossible. So focus on what you're uniquely gifted at and the types of projects and the type of audiences for which you can make the biggest difference. I just want people to shed those blinders. They drive me crazy. And just be alert to that. It's also, I've had a couple of interesting conversations with some very good friends about imposter syndrome. Oh my gosh. Just because you're in a 4Cs moment, which means that you've made a commitment and are feeling courage, doesn't mean you're an imposter. It just means you're trying to do something bigger and better that you haven't done before. Yes, you've got a track record and history, and hopefully that will set you up for success, but you're in the phase of developing capabilities, which will then give you more confidence. So 4C's, commitment, courage, which comes before capability and confidence. So, I respect people who are doing things that are scary for them. I remember when it was a huge deal for me to do a webinar. I've been coaching for years when I'd done that, but still webinars were new. Now webinars are not new. Now even speeches are not new. And, now I have to figure out what the next challenge is. I have to be careful what I ask for because sometimes I scare the you-know-what out of myself. So important to make sure you can still breathe at that next level of commitment and courage. But it's like, I respect people who are growing. And I think you probably want that too. So it means not being shy about the things you're really good at. It also means being really honest. Like, you know what? I know you may want me to do that, but I am not the best person. I am not the best who for that. Maybe you know someone else who is good. Volunteer them, if appropriate. So really, it's this whole partnership idea, but it is predicated upon unique ability. If someone is only operating at what they're incompetent at, I'm sorry, they cannot be a partner. If someone's doing what they're competent at, again, not a partner, probably someone you have to pay a lot of attention to just to do the basics. If someone is excellent, they have superior skill, but they don't have a passion. And last time I checked, partnership required passion. I want someone who is emotionally invested, not just intellectually capable. And just vital to me that people care. Again, emotionally invested, not just intellectually capable. And it's vital to me that other people are willing to put their striving into this result. They care about it. They're enthusiastic. They're excited, which means they give off energy, which I thrive on. That's enthusiasm. And that's with whom I want to work. Someone who's just going through the motions because they're excellent, I'll get tired and bored working with them really quickly. And it might seem like a really high standard, and it is. I don't find a ton of people can play at the partnership level. I think lots of people could if they would just more fully own what they love to do and are best at. Identify the things that endlessly give them energy. They could do them all day. Maybe you might be physically tired, but in every other way you're energized, and you can always see room to grow, always see room to get better. That is a joy. Unique ability teamwork, in other words, teamwork with people who are in their unique ability, is unreal. It is amazing how fast, and I was going to say furious, how fast we can be successful together. It's kind of ridiculous. Like I think about my teamwork with Katrina and Kathy. Oh my gosh, the stuff we pull off in really short periods of time is ridiculous. We can prep for things at crazy fast speed. And I love that. And I kind of count on it. And when I don't have it, I'm like, what happened? So I try and be that for other people. I want to be in my unique ability and deliver exactly the results that I've promised. In fact, I want to do even better. And I want other people to do that for me too. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about partnerships. I'm going to encourage you listening to please be a partner. If you're a business owner, be a partner with your team members. Stay in your lane, do what you're best at. Be that incredibly fabulous, countable person. So if you're the one creating the future vision, if you're the one delivering a particular type of result, do that. Do a brilliant job of it. Your team will so appreciate you for doing what it is that you say you're going to do. If you're a team member, frankly, stop being shy. Speak up. Say, hey, I got this. I got you. Right? And just make sure that your teammates know what they can count on you for. And if you're a leader, please, please, please step into this. I am so passionate. I've decided that my next year is going to be focused around entrepreneurial leadership. I am on fire about this. I think it is rare. I think people who do it are special. I don't think it's common in the world, obviously. And I want to support it in every way, shape, and form I can. And so that means tools, that means conversations, that means podcasts, maybe a book, we'll see. But for me, really supporting entrepreneurial leadership is key. And I see so many brilliant entrepreneurial leaders. I get to coach them in our team leader program. And they don't appreciate their own genius. They don't appreciate their brilliance. They don't appreciate that they are one of the few people that their entrepreneur can talk to with confidence, who's not going to get overwhelmed. They don't appreciate that they're incredible sounding boards. They have so much to give, but they're often in the weeds with stuff. And hopefully they can build up their teams underneath them to be partners as well. So I just see an incredible amount of opportunity for people to step up, to be the true partner, which again means being really honest about what you're unique at and honest about what you're not. So you need some self-awareness and some self-knowledge, and you have to have been around the block a few times. I will say that. Otherwise, you just have no idea. So that's fair. So I just want to encourage you to step out of any predetermined ideas that you had about your role and just step up and be a partner in the way that makes the most sense for you. Share your heart, share your brain, share your will. It matters. And when you can align all of those three things, your head, heart, and your gut, or hands is a more eloquent way of saying it, it's incredibly powerful. And you show up as being an amazing partner for other people, and you are that for them too. So that whole idea of partnership for me is my new standard. Do I always get it? No, but that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm encouraging, and that's what I am supporting. So I wanted to share that thinking with you because I suspect you're probably at a very similar place. So please let me know. I love having conversations. So let me know at questions@strategiccoach.com. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, here's to your team success.